Are we having record-breaking heat this weekend? Yes. Am I going to decorate for Halloween anyways? Absolutely. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brie and this is For Positive Book. Today I am going to be doing a spooky season fall reset. I need this for so many reasons. First off, I am a fall girl. Okay, I love fall. It's my favorite season. We are having like a really warm weekend and that's really upsetting to me because it feels like it should be fall. It's the last weekend of September, but it's like 90 degrees outside. So it's definitely not fall weather, but we're going to pretend like it is in here. So first things first, we're gonna decorate for Halloween. I have my bucket right here and so I'm going to put up the decorations. I didn't buy anything this year, so that's exciting. I put these leaves up last weekend when I filmed my TBR because I was like, oh, I need something, but I wasn't ready to like quite decorate for Halloween. So we were doing that today. I also am going to show you my journal, my bullet journal, reading journal, whatever. It's not that impressive, but I am going to show that to you. And then we'll talk about some content, some reading plans for October. I've talked about some of them, but you know, I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Let's start by getting in the fall mood. Let's decorate for Halloween. I'm going to show you in the dark so that I can show you the lights and how cool they look. I'm in love with this shelf. Look at this. They're so cute. And then I have the big one over here. The Doyle, if you will. The skeleton dog. Listen, we're on brand. The Halloween decorations are definitely saying Reputation Taylor's version. I'm just saying. Okay, now that that's done, let's talk about some content. Now, I have moved some stuff around. I realized that like I way overexerted myself with vlogs, which happens. Here's the thing, I get so many ideas for spooky season, but I'm not in the spooky season mood until well into September, and so I didn't read ahead. It's fine. It's fine. So we're gonna be rolling as we go for TBR Harvest and Spookopoly-thon. I think the first week of October we're going to do TBR Harvest only because I'm hosting sprints for that, and so I thought it would make sense. So I have really no idea what I'm going to be reading. I'm hoping that I can still get some stuff in for the Seasonal Spooky Challenge because I'm going to be putting out that vlog, and I still have I think 4 books left for that one. And then I really want to do a witchy romantasy vlog because I have like a hypothesis and I want it to kind of make it it's not going to be a challenge vlog. It's going to be an experiment vlog, which I want to see if that works on my channel. We'll see what happens. But then we also have a mini Scatagorathon happening in October for my Patreon. So that's also going to be a thing that I'm doing for that week. Needless to say, it's going to be a busy month of reading, and hopefully I can get my brain turned on because right now it's not. I did so well at the beginning of the month, and then later on in the month I was just like, it's fine, I don't need to read. I started binging like YouTube like podcast style things for something that I was hyper fixating on. It's fine. You know, it happens. Hopefully though, if I can stick to a schedule, we'll be fine. And then there's another book that I want to add to my TBR because normally my Patreons, we kind of buddy read whatever is on my TBR. Like we just do a poll and then that becomes the read. However, this summer, everyone read The Darkness Outside Us. And like it was, we created a buddy read for it. It was a whole thing. Everyone was loving it. The sequel comes out in October. And so I just asked him like, would you rather that just be the buddy read. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be reading The Brightness Between Us by Elliot Schrefer. This is the sequel to The Darkness Outside Us. This takes place about 17 years after the end of the first book, so it is a very direct sequel. So that being said, we'll probably read it sometime in the middle of the month. We may potentially try to read it for Scatagorth. I think that might be kind of fun because it comes out on the 8th, so that'll work. So that is that's my TBR, my content plans for October. I also have a stack of books that I want to unhaul. I don't want to do like a full unhaul video. We might at some point, but I do have just a few books that I want to unhaul that I've read that or that I just know I'm not going to read. I had tried to do a 30 and 30 for September, like that, you know, my brain thought it could do that. And I was trying to do the same thing that I did in December last year, where if I didn't read a book or if I didn't finish a book, I had to unhaul a book. So I have a small stack going, and then I got to about the 10th and I was like, this isn't working anymore. So I stopped doing it. But I do have my pile of books that I want to unhaul. So since that footage is not going to see the light of day, I thought I'd show you here. I did read Delicious Monsters in September, so you should see this in a wrap-up. I was planning to do it for the Rainbow Project, which is still going to happen. I just am pushing it back a little bit because I had too many vlogs, and this is the one that got cut. It is what it is. But I liked this book, but I don't need to keep it. And then I talked about getting hardcover books for the Shadow and Bone series, so I am unhauling my paperback copies. I read Better Than Fiction for my TBR 2.0 video, which I'll have linked up above, which is coming back. Like this is the cart for it. That's another vlog that I want to do this month. See, there's a lot of vlogs. I don't know if I can do this. Anyways, that's besides the point. This was fine. I don't need to keep it though, because my romance shelf, I am running out of room. And so if I don't love the book, I'm not keeping it. This is kind of the state for all of these books. Like I read A Taste of Golden Iron. I liked it. It was fine, but I don't need to keep it. That's a lie. I didn't like this book. I gave it 2 stars. This is the first book that I read in September, and it's the Afterlight edition. I wanted to read it like at the end of summer kind of thing. I didn't like it. I did not like it. And then if you watched my Battle-a-thon vlogs and my wrap-up, you know that I DNF'd the Jasmine Throne, which just makes me really sad. I feel like I should have loved this book. Like to the point that I had bought the Illumicrate edition on Pango. It just has like the pretty edges and stuff. So I bought this, and so now I'm gonna unhaul this one and the sequel. So, I mean, like, lots of room on the shelf now for these, you know, for new adventures. And then the last one that I'm going to unhaul is The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. I haven't read this one. However, I've heard that the series kind of goes downhill as you go along. Like, the first book is good and then the rest of them are not so good. And I picked this up for our fantasy bingo spot a couple of years ago and then never read it. Like, had something else that worked for it. And, yeah, so I'm, like, I don't know. I don't feel good about starting a series that like nobody likes the ending. And I could be wrong. There are probably people that love the ending, but like the people that I have pretty similar taste to didn't like the ending. So I'm just gonna DNF it. So that's my mini little unhaul. I will have them up on Pango. I'm not sure if I will have it up when this video is up, but stay tuned. I'll have my link down below. Also, if you are new to Pango, if you have not heard of it, if you've been living under a rock, if you use the code 4PAUSE, the number 4 and then pause, you'll get a $5 discount because I am a Pango affiliate now, which is pretty cool. Last, let's go and look at my reading journal for October, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, let's do an update in the journal. I think I've said before, I'm using the Zinnia app. I did pay for the premium subscription or whatever, but I think it was just $40 like for a year. I did the book tracker. I have 2 pages of it because we've passed 100 books. So this is through September, or through what I think I will finish in September. I'm filming this a couple of days early, so that's okay. This is what I think I'll finish. And then this is the book bingo. I'm almost done with it. It's just literally like the 2 that I don't read that much of, so poetry and classic novel may not actually get filled out this year. This is the only thing I did not finish. I need to put August and September in here. September I only had 1 5-star read, so that'll be easy, but August I have quite a few that I did not put in here yet, so need to do that. And then here's my updated 2024 Our Fantasy Bingo card. We're not doing so hot. I'm going to talk about this in depth in a future video where I do an actual update and what I was planning on reading versus what I actually ended up reading, because they're not all the same. But, you know, we have almost a bingo
in some places, but we're definitely not blacked out yet. I think I showed you guys at the beginning of August. So here's what this is. That's what the TBR ended up being my Battleathon thing. And then my SPFBO 10 batch. These were my 10 books. And then my semifinalist that was chosen. And then this is what the stats look like in August. No one's surprised that The City of Mirth and Malice was my favorite book of August. No one is surprised about that at all. And then here we go into September. So this was the TBR page. And then this one got swapped out for something else. I just didn't update it. And then I wanted to do a spread for the seasonal spooky challenge. So this is where we're at as of today, as of finishing September anyways. And then I wanted to do like the cute stuff on this side because I didn't have anything else to do for this side of it. I didn't know, so I just found some cute stickers. And this will be my stats page, but again, I'm filming this a couple of days early. However, I think my favorite book for September will likely be The Family Experiment by John Marrs. Again, who is surprised? And then we get into October. I love this spread. I have not filled out my Kerplunk TBR yet, mostly because a lot of it's going to be a pile of possibilities with everything that I'm doing for content. But I want to at least have some spot for it. I just haven't filled it out yet. And then I did a full page spread for the Escape the Corn Maze. I don't have a printer, so this is what we're using for our board. I'm just going to like put my little game piece on my iPad. Listen, is it cheating? Probably. I don't care. And then I did the same thing for Spookopoly-thon. And then that's it. That's all I've done so far. So not that much, but wanted to kind of show it to you.
All right, so that's going to be a wrap to set up spooky season. I'm very excited. It looks very good in here. I do have some very exciting content in October, so stick around. I'm excited about it. Hope you are too. Also, if you are interested in my Patreon, then that is all going to be linked down below as well. I just launched a new tier that's going to be getting bookmarks. They have not been delivered yet, so I cannot show you them, but this is kind of what they're going to look like, except they're going to be foiled. So if you would like to get in on that, that's going to be all be linked down below, and you'll be able to join us for Scatagorathon. If you, like me, are ready to get into the spooky mood of things, even if maybe you're not a horror reader, I have some recommendations for you, and so you can check that video out right here. That's all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!